Katusha's Nordic hero Alexander Kristoff rides this rather classy-looking gold, black, and red aero-road CF-SLX with all the aero accoutrements you'd expect to find on one of the world's most sought-after bikes. Canyon's one-piece carbon handlebar, deep-section Mavic carbon wheels, and Shimano's Dura-Ace Di2 round off an extremely slick-looking race machine. Though the bike is equipped with a fairly standard spec, its rider is anything but. Even though Orica Green Edge's Simon Gerrans crashed out of the Tour on Stage 3, we felt we needed to include Scott's new foil as it's so radically different from the previous generation. The new foil drops the rear brake under the bottom bracket, adds a 3D printed fairing behind the stem, we assume for improved airflow. Either Scott or Orica Green Edge also came up with a rather neat idea of this seat post clamp cover that doubles as a race number holder. After the widely publicized launch of Trek's new aero machine, we got a closer look at Bauchmo Lima's race-ready setup just before the Tour began. Trek have taken full control of their team's bike, with their in-house brand Bontrager supplying own brand brakes and the Aero ALS 5 wheels. Proprietary is the name of the game, and as is the trend with a lot of aero bikes now, a one-piece carbon handlebar is bolted to the steer tube and raised by the way of some neat self-locking spacers. The new Madone is a machine that will polarize. Either you'll love it or you'll hate it. But after Trek's marketing claims, and some of our own first ride impressions, we're keen to see how it'll fare during the rest of the season. Ridley got into the aero game early, launching the first iteration of the Noah way back in 2006. This year, Andre Greipel was notching up the Tour de France sprint wins on this latest version, the Noah SL. The Noah's fork has a funky design Ridley originally licensed from Oval Concepts. Dubbed the F-split fork, the design allegedly diverts some of the turbulent air from around the spinning wheel, reducing aero drag. Whether you believe that or not, there is no denying that Greipel was able to win on this bike, again and again and again. We're sure we would have taken some pretty serious heat had we not included the new Venge in this top 5. As only one of 3 new Venges being rid at the Tour, to say this bike is a head-turner would be an understatement. The striking Venge Vias Aerofly handlebars allows for total cable integration through the headset, something we've seen on the new Madone as well, for that clean-cut look. After a number of chain slips mid-race using FSA chainrings, Cavendish has obviously put his foot down and made sure he's using Shimano rings, despite FSA being a key component sponsor. The release of this generation of new aero bikes is almost as exciting as the races themselves. We're kidding, of course. The bikes are way more exciting.